Before we dive into today's episode of the East Coast College Admissions Podcast, I want to take a moment to talk about something crucial for every student and family on the college search journey, East Coast admissions. If you're feeling overwhelmed by the college application process or unsure about how to make your application stand out, you are not alone. That's where we come in. At East Coast Admissions, we specialize in guiding students through the complexities of the East Coast College admissions, helping you every step of the way, from personalized coaching to strategic insights tailored to your goals. We are dedicated to helping you find the right fit for your future. Visit us today at www.eastcoastadmissions.com to discover our services and schedule a free consultation. You can also reach us at 888-996-7119 or email us at admissions@eastcoastadmissions.com. Don't navigate this journey alone. Let East Coast Admissions help you turn your college dreams into reality. Now let's get into today's episode. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the East Coast College Admissions Podcast, the podcast where we break down the college admissions process, share strategies for success, and give students and families the clarity they need to navigate this journey with confidence. I am your host, Cleopatra, and today's episode is one that I know a lot of you need right now. We are talking about something that doesn't show up on your Common App, but absolutely affects how well you perform. Burnout. It's October, which means seniors are in full swing. Early deadlines, essays, test scores, activities, schoolwork, it's a lot to juggle right now. And parents, you are not immune either. You're managing emotions, expectations, and sometimes late night essay edits. So today, we are going to talk about what burnout really is, why it hits so hard during application season, and how to prevent it without falling behind. Because the truth is, you can't perform your best if you're running on empty. Let's start with what burnout actually is. Burnout isn't just being tired or stressed. It is the emotional, mental, and physical exhausting that comes from chronic pressure when you've been on for too long without a break. For students, it can look like losing motivation for things you used to enjoy, struggling to focus even on things you care about, feeling like no matter what you do, it's never enough. For parents, burnout looks different but feels the same. Constant worry, comparison, and the weight of wanting to get everything right for your child. And it's okay. It happens. The goal isn't to be perfect, it is to recover before it costs you your peace. Let's be honest, the college admissions process can feel like a full-time job. Students are juggling essays, schoolwork, standardized tests, activities, part-time jobs, and emotions, all while trying to stand out. Parents are managing logistics, finances, and big emotions at home. Then you add the pressure of perfection, the belief that you need to have a 4.0, publish a research paper, and cure world hunger before senior year ends. Social media doesn't help either. You see accepted to Harvard post, but not the hundreds of drafts, rejections, and tears that came before. That's why burnout creeps in. It's not just the workload, it's the pressure to constantly prove yourself. But here's the truth. Admissions officers aren't looking for perfect. They are looking for perspective. I want to share a little personal story. When I started working in education, I was really young. I'm still really young in my early 30s, but you know what I mean. I was in spaces where most people were twice my age, sometimes 3 times my age. And as a young Black woman, I felt I had to overperform to be taken seriously. I worked nonstop. I said yes to everything. I traveled constantly, sometimes to 3 countries in a week, helping institutions build multicultural recruitment strategies across multiple countries. And I'll be honest, I burned out. I hit a wall. There were days when I would wake up in a hotel room and forget which country I was in. I know this sounds cliche, but it is true. That was my story. I'd push through exhausting, thinking if I had stopped, I'll fall behind. But here's what I learned. Slowing down didn't make me lose momentum. It made me better at my game. It gave me clarity, creativity, and empathy. That's the same lesson I want my students to learn. Burnout doesn't mean you're weak. It means you've been strong for too long without a pause. So now let's talk about what you can actually do to prevent burnout. Point number 1, break big goals into smaller steps. Instead of saying, I want to finish all my essays this weekend, say I want to revise my Common App essay today, draft my supplement tomorrow, micro goals lead to major progress. Point number 2, set non-negotiable breaks. Even 15 minutes can reset your brain. Step outside, touch some grass, drink some water, move, breathe. Rest is really productive. Point number 3, create a no application zone. Pick one space in your home or one day out of the week where college talk is off limits. This helps really protect your peace. Point number 4, sleep. And I know, easier said than done. Last but not the least, celebrate small wins. Have you finished an essay draft? Submitted one application? Celebrate it. The process is long. You deserve to acknowledge your progress. Now, parents, this part's for you. I know how much you want to help. You want your child to succeed, to have options, to feel proud of themselves. But sometimes the best support isn't about doing more. It's about being present. And here is what helps. Check in emotionally, not academically. Ask how you're feeling before how is your essay coming along. Avoid constant comparison. Every student timeline is different. You have to model calmness because your child is going to mirror your energy. If you're anxious, they'll feel it and they'll start to get anxious too. And last but not the least, remind them that this process doesn't define their worth. One college's decision isn't a verdict on who they are and what their worth is. So if you take one thing from today's episode, let it be this. Burnout doesn't mean you're failing. It means you've been giving your all, and that's something to be proud of. The goal isn't to survive the application season, it's to move through it really well. Give yourself some grace, take some breaks, and celebrate small wins. And remember, this is just one chapter of a much bigger story. Thank you for joining me for today's episode of the East Coast College Admissions Podcast. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with a friend or family who needs a reminder to breathe this week. And don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, I'm Cleopatra, here to help you stay grounded, focused, and hopeful through every step of the process. Thanks for sticking around for another episode of the East Coast College Admissions Podcast. Before we wrap up, I want to remind you about East Coast College Admissions. If you are feeling the pressure of college admissions or want to ensure you are making the best choices for your future, we are here to help. At East Coast Admissions, our team offers personalized guidance tailored to your unique needs. From crafting standout essays to navigating financial aid, we've got you covered. Visit us at www.eastcoastadmissions.com to learn more about our services and to schedule your free consultation. Got questions? Feel free to call us at 888-996-7119 or email us at admissions@eastcoastadmissions.com. Don't leave your college future to chance. Let East Coast Admissions help you succeed. Thanks again for listening, and I'll catch you in the next episode.